Word.
Lights, camera, action.
On the grind TV, on the grind, on the grind TV, on the grind, on the grind TV, on the grind, on the grind TV.
Lights, camera, action.
On the grind TV, on the grind, on the grind TV.
On the grind TV.
On the grind TV.
On the grind TV.
Lights, camera, action.
On the grind TV.
On the grind TV.
On the grind TV.
Behind the stage. Yo, what's good? It's your boy DJ Ism in the building.
Yeah, Johnny Bone back for another week.
Yep, and we got a special co-host in the building with us.
King Dice.
That's right. This is On The Grind TV presents The Come Up. Once again, you know, episode number, what we on, 6 now? You know, yeah, second season, number 6. Making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Every week we got some good shows coming forth. Got a good show this week.
And today is no different.
You know?
So fuck it.
You know, we got another legend in the building with us. Another legend up in here. Been doing it since the early 90s. I mean, that's when y'all came knowing him. He's been doing it longer than that. You know, so we got him. We got another guest, another international guest that we got coming out from Canada that she'll be coming on a little bit here afterwards.
Yep.
You know, so shout out to Radobi out there. That's her manager and shit. So Karoli Naa will be coming on with us a bit. But for right now, we got the legend up in the building. The one and only, Elder Sensei.
Yeah.
What's going on, y'all?
What's happening, doggy? What's up?
Everything, man. It's cold out here, raining and snowing and shit.
You know what I'm talking? Hey, man, we out here in California. We get a little bit of a different weather and shit, but I guess that's why I like it out here. But I need to get up out that way because I want to experience it, but I'm not sure if I want to experience that winter weather.
Not right now. No, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about no negative 18 in the morning. I'm good. I can barely handle the snow out here in the mountains, so I don't know how I can handle it out there. I might get frozen to death out there just stepping outside for a minute. I see the homie out there, DJ Murky. He'd be out there shoveling the snow with a T-shirt on.
Oh, hell no.
Y'all trip me off.
That ain't the move. That ain't right there.
Yeah. Hey, yo, man, let's get into this, man. You know, let everybody know where you originated from, the original group you came from, and
all right. Well, I'm from this group right here, Artifacts right here, New Jersey.
Yeah, it's
Brick City. We came out in like '94. First album, Between the Rock and the Hard Place. Second album in '97 called That's Them. And we've been putting out a bunch of singles since then. We broke up for a minute, got back together. You know, we both have solo careers, and now we putting out new music as we speak. But, you know, I'm constantly moving, you know, and Artifacts is always going to be, you know, who I am, and even Tame. And, you know, but we got solo careers as well. Yep.
Definitely see that, man. And you as well, the Artifacts as well as yourself and stuff. You have a worldwide following as far as a lot of people know who you are. You're touring all the time. You're still doing it. You're still out here making music. Yeah. You know, are you now independent as far as you know, without a major contract or?
Well, I've been independent since I left Atlantic Records. Since we was Artifacts. I've been numerous labels from all independent, Seven Heads, Fat Beats. Now with Redef Records, and I got a digital deal and album deal with Empire Digital. So it's like, you know, I've been it's like a free agency with all these different labels. You do one-off albums, you do singles. I do a gang of features with people for the last few years. That's mostly what I've been doing, other than putting out my own singles. And I did projects with people in Europe. I did an album, EP and an album with these dudes called The Returners from Poland. And, you know, that was on a label called, what was that? Oh, my God, Asphalt Records. There's a bunch of labels that's out there that's putting out music, and I've probably been on half of them.
That's what's up, doggy. Hey, you know, since you've been through the game for a while, I mean, you came through the 90s, you've seen the change in the industry, you've seen how things, since the digital age came forth and how music, you know, with file sharing and so forth has affected the music industry, as well as the record contracts going over to where the majors are now signing artists to 360 deals. What is your take as far as the atmosphere is where it was then and to where it is now? What's the pluses to and the minuses to that?
Well, I would say for me, and I would say mostly for a lot of artists from my era, you know, this internet and this online business is big for us because when you think about we had like fan clubs, you know, and that was like you had to write a letter to the label and hope that you get something back in the mail. So now, with the way this is set up, is a bonus in many ways for artists like me, where you know you had to promote yourself through the label. Now you can promote yourself through all your internet, as far as pages, whereas Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you know, that's the biggest advantage that we have now, especially for me. So, you know, the only thing I would say is just overcrowded, you know, with the industry right now. And everybody seems to not know what the hell they want to do, you know, as far as the direction that they want to go in. You know, this music is still built on the MC first and beats, and people got away from that. But I think when you have a fan base and some sort of what I have, you have to be dedicated. You know, that's why I've survived, I think, through the years. And, you know, this is the medium right now, this whole internet access. And you have it, but at the same time, it's a gift and a curse. Because a lot of people think that they can just promote online and do everything online. But they got to know you got to hit the streets. You got to go outside. You got to still put flyers out. You got to put rap flyers on poles. You got to still do all the groundwork to go along with the internet, because, you know, if you ain't have that early on, you won't know to do that. So a lot of these dudes is failing on that end. But, you know, a lot of dudes is built for the internet. But I think for a guy like me, you know, it's a big, big plus when a lot of people who couldn't follow me before, and especially this new generation now, you know, we go to do shows, there's a lot of young dudes there. So they know us from seeing us on YouTube. A lot of the older dudes come out and they got vinyls, so they, you know, they glad that we able to still be around for them to come see us. So that's the most thing I hear now. A lot of dudes coming to these shows and they just, you know, fans of my new music, but then they like, yo, I'm glad you just stayed along long enough to where I can see you perform live. So that's the big, you know, that's the plus for me.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. You know, in fact, a lot of people misunderstand, especially today. It seems like the word underground as well as mainstream is kind of twisted, because the internet is the mainstream. It is the most dominant form of media. It is the biggest medium that's out there, and we understand that here at IE Live TV, on the Grind TV. We push through that. The juice box. Everybody is pushing through online. This is we're all now mainstream, basically.
Right, but I think with a lot of they feel as though I don't know how they say it take away from the, you know, the culture of it. I was like, look, everything is online now, man. Like, you can shop online, and that's the big advantage that I would say for me and guys like me and from my era, where it's like it's instant. You know, you can really, if somebody's standing there, I'm at shows, I'm on stage, and I'm telling people, you know, before you leave out of here, while I'm on this stage, you can grab your phone right now, go online. You can see me on Instagram. You can see me on any web, iTunes, Amazon, anything you want to buy my records on is there. And they right there looking on their phone. Like, boom, boom, boom. So it's that fast for them to know who you are, rather than, you know, not embracing it. You have to embrace this. You know, everybody, you know, a lot of these dudes are still in the dinosaur age. They just starting to get these certain phones to use the internet on, you know, but it's something that you really got to take advantage of, because we didn't have this at one time, where it was instant. You know, and amongst the crowd of MCs back then, you know, if we would have had that back then, you know, a lot of dudes would still be surviving, because you didn't have to wait for the label to do everything. You know the story. You heard it all. You know, dudes calling up to the label complaining about why this ain't like that, why this ain't happening. Now it's pretty much you do it on your own.
Right. Do you have a question for him?
Yeah. You know what? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, word. Okay, so you were talking about it being crowded with the internet, and I feel like, you know, the internet allows sometimes too many MCs access. You know what I mean? So I was wondering, with that in mind, who are you listening to right now? Like, who's hot and who's not? In your opinion, like who's got your ear, and who do you think needs to never ever get the opportunity to speak again?
Man,
it's like I still listen to, you know, my peers from my era that I grew up listening to, you know, because I know they're still working. Like just going on tour with AG, you know, just now when I went to Europe.
Right.
You know, cats still know who AG is, and because he's still active. You know, that's the one, you know, advantage you can have. And I would say I still listen to Munch. I listen to Barrel Brothers, Diamond D still making records. I listen to dudes from, you know, where I come from, because I know what they're going to give me.
Right.
New dudes is not a lot of, and it's not even no hate thing, but there's not a lot of dudes out there, that grab me. I mean, like Slaughterhouse, yeah. Kendrick and them, yeah. There's a whole crew, you know what I'm saying? Like when I see that you can spit and you have the tools of music to bring all that out, it's supposed to be automatic. But this generation is not built on those tools of what we grew up doing, unless you was really around it and you was doing it coming up as a student. So a lot of this shit that I hear on the radio now or videos I see, pretty much I lump that up in a whole. So when you say who shouldn't touch the mic, I say all of the stuff you hear that's not I won't even say traditional, but when it's not something that you're used to hearing where it's like, all right, nah, that ain't it.
Right.
But then this dude's it's cats out there that's as far as new cats that's trying to do it. I like Joey Badass, Freddie Gibbs, this dude's out there. Right. But it's just it's a handful. It's not like how, it's bugged out. I watch MTV Jams a lot, and only on the holidays they play all this stuff. Like right now they got this thing, Woo Wednesdays. That's they caught on to that because of the internet.
Right, yeah.
But then it's funny when I see that, but then it's like I always say on the holidays, I don't care if it's July 4th, Thanksgiving, the holiday, they play all the old school videos, 90s videos, because they know these videos today. I was watching Bring the Pain video, Method Man. I'm just like, man, like dudes do not make videos like that no more.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not even so much the lights and the ass and, how many times can y'all do that?
Yeah.
Where it's like you got to just step out of that studio with the big ass lights and cameras, and you got to hit the streets because that's what we did our videos. We did our videos on the streets. Yep. Unless you had money, you was in the studio with the lights.
Yep.
Most of the videos that was good because you was grimy with it and you was outside, and you tried to have some kind of imagination to think that what you're doing is gonna work. Yeah. These dudes just do the normal. To them is lights, flashy cameras, got ass flying around, and drinks.
All the
That's
lights,
corny. That's corny.
All the flashing lights, all the paparazzi and the cars that they don't own, the homes they don't own.
That's old now. That's so old now, and the game is so young now. Yeah. The game is full of young dudes, and I mean in every way. The way they dress, the way you can watch videos today. These dudes look soft and they wearing tight clothes, and it's we all know that. But then when I look at the old videos on the holidays, and I look at these dudes look like men.
Skirts.
Dudes got hair on, they got the hair on their face and chin strap beard. You know what I'm saying? It just it exhumed dude. Now today, it's not like that today.
Nah, we got guys being pretty boys and shit out there. They proud about it too.
Yeah, man, they too clean. They don't know about that dirt and that grit.
So since you've been on both sides of the fence, like with the digital era, and you have to actually go out and get your deal, how was the transition for you? Like, was it tough on you, or was it just easy to get used to?
No, I think once we got off Atlantic, and for me, you run into a lot of people in this industry, and
what happened? We lost the feed. Yeah, it started blinking there for a minute. Anyway, been having problems with Skype all day already. And right when we go to start the show, and then we test the lines before that, and then as we're trying to test the lines before the show, it's giving us problems. Then we get people on the line.
Hello?
We can't get them on the line. But there we got right back here.
Right
so
back,
cool,
man. Jump right back into the question. I was interested.
Yeah.
That was real life just happened. My son's school just called me talking about some snow coming and there ain't gonna be no school tomorrow, some delay. So have my back.
Hey, we having a show here. You can't call right now. No.
Come on, man. Gotta chill out.
Nah.
But
hey, the question that Johnny was asking you about the transition is part from when you had to actually go out and get your deal out in the streets to transition. He wanted to know what was the transition like going into the digital age. Was that hard or easy for you?
No, like for me, I started kind of early. When I would say like the independent labels was big. I don't care if it was Brick, Fat Beats, Fraucus. You talking about all these labels that was out at the time. Mm-hmm. I pretty much got approached by a lot of people while we was in Artifacts. I don't know how they knew, but they was like, yo, one day, man, if one day y'all know on that label, just hit me up. So I knew a dude like that. My man Matt Fingers, he had a label called Guess Wow, and he came to me, He said, yo, if you ever wanted to do a record by yourself, like, who would you do it with? At the time, I knew Organized Confusion, you know, was on the fence a little bit like me and Tame was. So I was like, yo, if I'm going to do something, I'll do something with them because I know what's about to happen. So I got them up, did the Frontline joint, did the B-side, and I will say this, I went to Raucous when they was like big, this before all the sound bombings came out, this is before the first sound bombing came out. And I went to the label, I played him the B-side of the Frontline single just to see what he was going to say. He digged it, he liked it, but then he was just like, you know, we got Dana Green coming out, Mos Def, Kweli. I said, okay. So, you know, I still kept in contact with them, but then we went to Fat Beats and gave them the record. And that was my first taste of, like, I guess going to a label and some dude telling me, like, no. Because we didn't have to do that when we was Artifacts. We just got the deal because of the strength of us rhyming. So maybe a few weeks later, we got the Frontline single pressed up with Fat Beats. And I'm on Broadway. This is when Tower Records was open in New York in Manhattan. I'm about to meet Matt at the store because we got the record came out. My man that ran Raucous at the time was standing with him in front of the tower and had the record in his hand. So when I walked up to him, I was like, what's good, yo? He said, he got the record. He looking at me. He said, yo, can I ask you a question? I was like, what? He said, why didn't you play me the A-side with the Frontline joint with Organized and all them? I said, because obviously I knew you was going to take the record if I would have played you that. I wanted to see what you were going to say with the record by myself.
Right.
All right.
So, and then the record did good, and he slept. So, you know, that was like the first taste of that. But then, like, doing records with these labels, going through their transitions, where I would say, like, with Fat Beats, they only deal with vinyl, it's like, say, Redef Records. They deal with Fat Beats through their vinyl, but they also have a digital deal. So that's really pretty much how you get into doing that, rather than me, myself, trying to go and do it on my own. You know, there's labels and people that's out there that's willing to, you know, bank on you. And, you know, they're making the transition as well because, like I always say, scared money don't make no money. So whether you're doing digital, physical, vinyl, you have to, you know, invest in that. And they're investing in me. So I have to be a good artisan with them myself for them to trust that, you know, when they put this money into me, they'll be able to make their money back. Because that's what is happening right now. You can't press up as many records as probably we used to, because the market, like I said, is so oversaturated. You don't want to kill yourself by pressing a bunch of records that you can't sell.
Yeah.
And that's not even a slight on yourself. But it's just, you know, you still have to have physical. You can have digital all day, downloads, phones, everything, but it's still, you got to take care of those DJs and those people that collect records, because, you know, that's the medium where we at right now. You know, and vinyl sales are going back up. So it's not so much just, you know, about the digital transition. It's all really about adding on to your palette and what you feel like, you know, you can bring to this whole audience that might not know who you are.
Right.
As long as you stay in it and you can get through these like you said, these transitions, because that's what a lot of people ask me all the time, how you stayed in it. But it's like really is who you know. And musically, the producers, you got to work with these dudes that everybody know. That's why I stick with Illmind. That's why I work with Mark Polo. You know, these dudes is out there, so I have to pay attention to what the people want too.
Mm-hmm. Word. Hey, you know, we're just looking right now. Let's go ahead and get into this video right here. One of the videos we're going to get is Mike Professionals, that track you did with Chillo.
No doubt, man. Chillo now. This is straight from Belgium. My man flew from Belgium. We recorded it in Belgium, but he came here to Jersey, shot the video right in my whole backyard.
No doubt. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Mike
Here I
Professional.
go.
When invited to shows, recitals of pro, the Bible for revival and spirit. True lyrics and simple scratches, no matter if we clear it. Blueprints, tools so essential in ingredients. Sucker free for students and viewed by wide screening it. All well written, globe trotter for spitting. Explicit, not indifferent. Music highly efficient with wordplay juggle. Pieces to every puzzle can be found in artifacts deep inside of the rubble. Hard, never subtle. Bars made to bubble, cause trouble. Spark in the heart of the struggle. But trash talkers like receivers in the post. High step in the goal, so they can't come close. That bomb MC, that motherfucker's in me. Last real, my professional you ever gonna see.
So the story goes, the story goes, the story goes. Stay tuned for local news next.
Word started, so, my professional. brain. Words start to stop, Mike professional.
16 to 32 bars to rock. Dropping the wisdom on your mind.
Harness lyrics, no less.
You out of your frame.
The best given, true and living, I'm proof. I'm like snares, kicks, and cuts to stay in the loop. Clever wording, I'm exerting at the same time hurt. Competition free admission with submitting my work. Steady purse, ball, my lyrical gall is shitting on y'all. Dumping like a gangland brawl, punches in place. Metaphorically, no debates. Rapping garden state, warranted to motion the cage. Stoking the flames to y'all, people knowing my name. Previous endeavors prior with my man called Tame. Hall of Fame cadence related to you and your beats. You and the Jeep, an analyst who quote me as deep. Cracking an L, sipping on L from Mansell. Nonchalant but automatic like new received mail. Mike professional, number one and I'm smashing. Jersey representative, higher for known passion. Words start to show, Mike professional.
Ready, keep your alarm set. Dropping the wisdom on your mind.
Harness lyrics, no less.
Out of your brain.
Words start to show, Mike professional.
16 to 32 bars to rock. Dropping the wisdom on your mind.
Harness lyrics, no less.
You out of your frame. My lyrical flow. Devastating rhyme. Classified to be killed. Rhyme writer.
Harness lyrics, no less.
Better duck when I spit. My lyrical flow. Devastating rhyme. Classified to be killed. Rhyme writer.
Harness lyrics, no less. Yeah. Elder Sensei. My man Cello. DJ Grasshopper. What's good? Once again. Jersey to Belgium. It's like that. More raps, motherfuckers.
Big Dad.
Motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that video right there, man. You know, you put it down. One of your newer ones. How long ago did you do that one? You filmed that one? Or actually, how long ago did you record that one?
I shot it last year, I would say, and recorded it maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
About a year and a half ago.
Yeah. See, I mean, you steadily working. That's definitely for sure. I mean, you out there doing all the shows that you've been doing. I mean, you've been out here to Cali. I don't know how many times since you've been out here that I've seen you out here.
Man. I'm loving it. I got to, that was a nice little run I had from like February. I came out there with Sadat. We did the, Rhyme Fest show out there. Yeah. And we had like 2 or 3 days of chill out there. So, I always enjoy coming there because it's like being here. I got a lot of friends out there. Yeah. I made a lot of friends the last times I've been out there. My man Paul's one is there. That's like my homie right there. So, I got a lot of good ties out there.
Yeah. Speaking of shows, what's your craziest show experience?
Wow. Okay. There's a few, but I would say 1994 Artifacts in Japan, and we was at the club. We was out there with Stretch Armstrong, my man DJ E. Kim.
Okay.
And actually, this cat named Ken Sport. Ken Sport is a Japanese dude. He's a deep record collector. Back in the day, dudes used to buy records from him. Q-Tip, Diamond, and all them. Lost Professor, they used to get records from him. And he brought us out there. And I'm going to say we was in this club. We was hanging with these dudes in the hotel that was with us, that was part of the club. We drinking and everything. We got to the spot. And now it was like upstairs, downstairs. We had to do like an early show and then a later show. And then we had to do the same club the next day. So it was like a Friday and a Saturday. We was on a Friday. Mm-hmm. I mean, this club was so packed. Like both floors packed. Now, dude that was with us, that one of the guys, they told us he was like a kung fu champion or some shit like that. So we in there, he's drunk. We in there in the DJ booth with Stretch. I think it was 2 females that was in the hotel with us. They was probably in the lobby. We about to start performing. Stretch is DJ in the booth. It wasn't no stage. We in this booth, real tight. I see the 2 girls that was in the hotel, and I see the guy. They dancing. I swear to God, out of nowhere, pop, 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 pop. Dude just, I'm like, yo, did I just see that? Like, my man just beat the one girl up. Then he walked away. He came back. Pop, 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 kick. Hit the other girl up. They walking. I see them in the club, bleeding on the floor. I came from the booth, walked them down to it at like the sitting area and stuff. Is that homegirl nose cut here, Other girl, face, lip big. I'm like, yo, what is this? This how they get down in Japan the first time we get there? But that's just one instance. This is before we even start the show. But I mean, I can't say we've had like wild things happen at shows, but we've had like crowds where you be in Europe, you be rocking, drunk dude will get on stage with you. That happens a lot. Chile, I did a show this past year in November, and I got off stage. I'm about to go sell my merch by the bar. I get behind the bar. They want to serve me drinks, and I went to take a picture with this dude. Hat gone. Swap. I'm like, what the hell? A good hat. My man is standing there with my hat like he don't even he ain't take it. So I'm tapping his boys like, yo, get my hat from your man right there. So they like, who? I'm like, this dude here, him. So they just looking at him, and he got his hand like kind of behind his back. They just rushed him. Took the hat back, gave it to me. Homeboy is drunk, standing behind the bar like, please, to me, I want your hat. Then I got a dude over here with a Boston Celtics hat on. He got on all green, he matching. I got on red and blue. He like, oh, let's trade hats. I was like, dude, you got a green Boston hat on. My hat is red. Like that don't work. We don't get down like that back home. So, right. but it's fun, man. These crowds, they really just want to see you. They half the time don't know what you're gonna do song wise. They always standing there like, yo, what's your list? I'm like, just chill back, easy. Just wait till the show start. So when you get on stage, wrong side of the tracks, like, yo, I ain't doing that first. So but it's fun because like once you start, like we just did a show in Hanover, me and AG, we killing the crowd. But the promoter was like, after the show was like, yo, I want to give y'all more money. He paid us, but he's like, I want to give y'all more. I was like, why? He said, because man, his friend was like, no, fuck that, I'm gonna say it. He want to say it because y'all, like, I know y'all in y'all 40s and y'all came with that energy. And, a lot of times, this is what the promoter said, a lot of times dudes from our era come down there, they don't want to do their classics. They just want to go out there and do a lot of new songs. And people standing there like, what's that? They want to hear the old stuff.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's a trail, because in fact, me and Johnny were talking about not long ago about the difference between fans and fanatics, and all the series how fanatics will go to where they, like fanatics almost feel like that artists owe them more about more about your personal life or more about what you're doing. Like they deserve more of that. Like they deserve to have the paparazzi in your face all the day like that. But the thing is, an artist does their thing and they share their it's a transaction between the artist and the fan. You put out a product and they support you by buying that product, and that's the end of that transaction. You don't owe no more to them. But a fanatic seems to think that they fall so much into you, and they're very supportive. As far as financially, they'll get behind you and support that. But at the same time, it's like, but you get fanatics that walk up on stage like with Afro Man that we just seen recently, where Afro Man was just taking flight on people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I seen that. He smacked the girl up. Yeah. So, like that's what people got to realize too. She was drunk. Yeah. But you don't know what she's gonna do. And he probably told her, she was already up on stage for a minute too. So I think once she got next to him, he probably like, you know what, man, fuck this. Pow! I was like, hey, it was wrong, but she asked. I ain't gonna say she asked for it because she's a female too, but he didn't know who she was. He probably thought it was a dude. But she got it in the end though,
She kind of brought it on herself because nobody's supposed to get that close to an artist unless you really a homeboy or something. You know what I'm saying?
If it was Usher, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
If it was Chris Brown, somebody like that, no. He got tackled before he even put his toe on the stage.
Yeah, and he got people shooting his shows up.
Right, and it's like I'll say like to that, like me and my DJ Chaos, we call that like them dudes like you said fanatics. We call them homage dudes. Like they want to just pay homage all the time. Yeah, they don't turn that shit off. And I don't mind that because look, I tell them straight up, you got a stack of records, bring them shits over here because I'm gonna sign on all of them. But at the end of the day, you gonna have to stop because I'm not gonna stand here this over 20 minutes, answering all the questions you had, all that your life you wanted to ask me. I don't shun no fans away, but then the ones that do get a little beside themselves, I pull them to the side and tell them, yo, look, relax. I had dudes like that in Paris. When the war first started, 2003, me and AG, we in Paris, this dude is like, just kept, yo, your president is full of shit. I'm like, yo, dude, like, that's not my president. I didn't vote for him. But then he just kept coming. But he knew who we was. But he was just so caught up in this, and we ran into that a lot when we was in Europe for that whole, like, from March 7th, 13th to the April 25th, we was on the road. So everywhere we was at when that war started, we heard it. But this one dude, he was like, yo, man, like 2 or 3 times he said it, and I kept telling him, like, yo, look, I opened the door, and it was totally crowded in the club. I said, yo, you see that out there? Why don't you go out there? Because if you stay here with this shit you talking about, like 1 minute you talking about the music, then you come and talk about the war, go out there, because it's like, you know, we trying to, like, you know, get ready for the show. Yo, he's like, all right, I'm going to chill out. And he came up with it again, and I was like, look. He got in my face with it. I grabbed him up, threw him up against the wall. I said, look, if you ain't got no bullets, you ain't got no military hat, you ain't got no boots, your ass need to be quiet because you ain't going to war and neither am I.
Right.
I opened the door again. I said, you see all them girls out there? Why don't you go get some pussy and wait for the show to start, and I'll talk to you later on after the show over. Then we see how you feel. My man was like, I mean, I had his shirt like ruffled up like this, like up against the wall. Like, so after it was over, I let him go. He was like, oh, Elder Sensei dissed me. I was like, move, man. But then I think that same night, my man's merch got stolen from out of the room. It was nuts that night. Everybody was drunk.
Man, so
you run into a lot of them dudes. I'll be telling them, like, hold tight.
You do a lot of touring. Like, what's some good advice you have for artists that are starting out, maybe, you know, starting to tour themselves?
Well, the first thing I tell them, depending on where you want to tour at, like Europe is a little bit more open now than it used to be. Like, these dudes were stuck in time. They was only wanting to listen to 90s shit. Mm-hmm. Now it's a little bit, it's a good mixture now, but I would tell dudes to know what your audience is, you know, because a lot of dudes don't get the opportunities to go overseas. You know, a lot of these promoters know they're spending a lot of money to bring you over there, you know, and most of these promoters are fans of the music, of the artists that they're bringing, so they know what they're getting. Right. So I would say, like, there's so many different lanes that you can go in, but the lane I'm in, you know, if a guy wanted to be in my lane, I would tell him the same thing I would say even if it was just not having nothing to do with doing tours. It's just musically, just, you know, be true to what you're doing and know that if you are, it's people that's going to be following. And I just tell people to, you know, recognize that. And fans are the same wherever you go. Just because they might speak another language, you know, don't think that they don't know. Don't think that because they don't speak English, they don't know what the hell is going on. They would like talk about you in their language and still use the same slang we use, but it'll be in their language. And there's some slang you can't say in these languages. So you hear that shit that you hear at home.
Right, yeah.
And a lot of dudes go, you know, I tell dudes when you on tour, yo, go hard. Because you know, a lot of dudes get fascinated with the fact that a lot of people came out to see them and they think they're not supposed to go 150. You know, they know, yo. I hear stories every time I go to Europe about dudes when they come over there and they think they only supposed to do the show, get the chick. Yo, you can't do that 20-minute show. You can't do that 30-minute show. You flying for miles. Right, don't treat it like you still home. Because these dudes will talk about you. The promoter will talk about you. The fans will talk about you. And you would think then a lot of dudes wonder why they don't get to go back.
Yeah.
Because they spending a lot. They paying for that ticket. They'll do everything, the rider, everything you want. But just know, your ass going to be on that stage for that hour that you should be. Because then a lot of dudes be cheating themselves. You know, they go over there with that nasty-ass attitude like they home. Like, nah, yo, these people ain't like that.
Right.
And when you think you playing these promoters out, they be like, hey, fuck him. When you leave, fuck him, yo. Trust me.
For real.
And that's when the dudes like me come around and take that spot. Because they like, yo, because they want to know, like, do you care? Do you care about what I'm doing for you right now? I'm bringing you here. We're like, they know, like, I'm flying you to Paris. I'm flying you to wherever we at. Can you do your job? Can you not act like a dick?
Right.
Can you take some pictures of these people if they ask you? It's simple, yo.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know, we run out of time here. Is that we actually got to get that other person up in here. We got to run your video. Let everybody know where they can find you, where they pick up any new projects you're working on, or let them know about that as well, and where they can get it to you online.
Yo, first of all, you can find me on Facebook, Elliot, Elder Sensei Williams. I gotta say all that government shit because they got it like that.
Yeah.
You can hit me on Instagram, Sensei from NJ. You can hit me on Twitter, Elder Sensei, like my name is spelled. I'm up there. I'm on Redef Records right now. You can go to online, Redefinition Records. I got the Try Again singles up there. Artifacts APB single is up there. I got many projects on iTunes. Just punch up Elder Sensei. You'll see the Immortals project with my man Duplicates. You'll see the Returners album. If you want to still get the Artifacts album, it's on iTunes. It's up there. You can download it all day. But I'm definitely coming with some heat. I'm going to make it quick. Me and Sadat X working. We got an album coming out. Single will be released in the next 2 months. We shooting a video this week. We taking photos this week. So get ready for that. The album is called XL. Sadat X and Elder Sensei. Take the X out of his name. You take L out of mine. You get XL.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Since you're releasing that in 2 weeks, usually we do in 2 months. That's when we usually do our booking in 2 months. We can bring you right back, and we can drop that video here if you want to do it.
Yeah, man. And I'll be in the room with Sadat, and we do it together.
That's what's up, dog. We'll definitely make that happen. In fact, we'll try to make that happen tomorrow, and then hit you back up and try to get that scheduled.
Definitely. Hey, yo, if y'all send me an email or something like that, I'll get you the record.
All right, no doubt. Hey, man, we really appreciate you being on the show. Wish we had more time with you. Because, there's a lot to talk about and stuff. And this is a great interview, man. I've had a good time listening to the things you've been talking about, sharing with us.
I appreciate you, man. I thank y'all for having me on.
Oh, no doubt, man. I definitely appreciate you. And we're going to go into that video that you got with Didi. Yeah, with Didi called Yeah. So,
this is my man Def D, straight from Seattle. This is the video and the song called Yeah from his album. Check it out, Elder Sensei. Boom. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Brick City match.
Drop dope rhymes and bust the ill instrumentals.
Real hip hop, real tracks and MC.
Bang the underground.
On street ghetto shit.
Hey, yo. I ain't playing, I'm truly the worst.
B-boy survival rap.
These brothers is lost, they need to move back.
Background response lines taking we die hotter. Pop carbon copies from hard body and known shotter. And y'all are practice just for me to get my focus on. Goals locked in, crosshairs scoping on. Every opportunity like applications. Job site, stage alarm, light, no hesitation. Registration in this shit like early education, childhood, now a block and later maturation. Stack statements like smacking a rapper blatant. Lead actively, still working without an agent. Flagrant in the sense, futuristically invent ways to keep the name and voice over instruments. Jersey by coastal, overseas mogul, cool foldables for viral fans sociable. Free range, freelance, but never free of purchase. Unless for people, then everything is closed circuit. In true fashion, Brick City match.
Drop dope rhymes and bust the ill instrumentals.
Real hip hop, real tracks and MC.
Bang the underground.
On street ghetto shit.
Hey, yo. I ain't playing, I'm truly the worst.
B-boy survival rap.
These brothers is lost, they need to go back.
valuable, audible, songs that stay rewindable. It's all logical, chronicled under well spoken. Words spoken, preferred potion, third motion. We stay high, master IC, relying on the well prescribed diet, push harder than my riot. In true fashion, Brick City mash.
Drop dope rhymes and bust the ill instrumentals. Real hip hop, real tracks at MC.
Bang the underground.
Hard street ghetto shit.
Hey yo, I ain't playing, I'm truly the worst.
B-boy survival rap. These brothers is lost, they need to roll back.
Background response slides taking, we jive hotter. Pop carbon copies, some hard body and known shotter. And y'all are practice just for me to get my focus on. Goals locked in, crosshairs scoping on. Every opportunity like applications. Job site, stage alarm, light, no hesitation. Registration in this shit like early education, childhood, now a block and later maturation. Stack statements like smacking a rapper blatant. Lead actively, still working without an agent. Flagrant in the sense, futuristically invent ways to keep the name and voice over instruments. Jersey by coastal, overseas mogul, cool foldables for viral fans, sociable. Free range, freelance, but never free of purchase. Unless for people, then everything is closed circuit. In true fashion, Brick City mash.
Drop dope rhymes and bust the ill instrumentals. Real hip hop, real tracks at MC.
Bang the underground.
Hard street ghetto shit.
Hey yo, I ain't playing, I'm truly the worst.
B-boy survival rap. These brothers is lost, they need to roll back.
Yay, yay!
Welcome back.
that was it right
video,
there.
man.
Hey, that was dope, man. It was great to having him on the show. We was real happy to have him on. Like I said, we had some technical difficulties, pushed it back a little bit. We also had to get our new guest on, and we bring it on. And she's coming all the way from Canada, and originally from Ghana, but she immigrated over there to Canada. Been doing her thing in hip hop. And she got her own music out there and pushing. We're going to share a couple of other videos and introduce her as well here to the audience. So everybody, I want you, everyone, put your hands together for Karoli Naa. Thank you for joining us today, Karoli Naa.
Hey, everybody.
That's right. Let everybody know a little bit more about yourself. As far as what did you get into hip hop?
Oh, okay. Well, I can't really say it precisely because I've always been into hip hop. That was like my first love ever since I was a little girl. But deciding to be an actual artist, it's been 2 years so far.
So you've been emceeing for about 2 years.
About 2 years. Right. Yes.
Right. Okay. And then
yes, basically.
emceeing and you dance too, right?
Pardon?
emceeing and you dance too, right? I saw one of your videos. You were dancing. You don't be shy. You get it in. I saw it.
I'm African, so we love to dance, but yeah. I'm definitely more of an MC than I would say, a dancer. But I could do a bit of everything, pretty much.
So, at what point did you decide I'm going to start taking MCing seriously?
It's been about 2 years. Like I literally woke up one day, I was bored, and I like trying different things. So I guess at that time, at the moment, music, rapping was what I wanted to do, and I wrote my first song, and I went to the studio for the first time and recorded "Love Karoli Naa," and it started from there. So.
Word.
Yeah.
Where did you start getting? Because you're actually your manager. Let me give a shout out to Rudobi out there who put it together and brought you onto the show. Shout out to the homie. Much love. Look forward to building with him too. We'll be working on some stuff here eventually. Like I said, when did you get his attention and you start putting out these videos? Because the work that you're putting out is impressive. It's nice. We like it. So. I mean, what I see, what you're doing as far as putting the music together and the presentation of the videos and stuff, you're putting out a professional quality product. So, when did that start happening for you? You started 2 years ago is when you started MC. How long did it take before you got to that level?
Honestly, like I said, I really, like 2 years, like everything all together, like it all started at the same time. Literally, my first song I ever recorded and ever wrote was Love Karoli Naa. And I had no studio experience, but I was and so eager to do it. You know, I was really feeling it. So after I finished writing the song, I went to the studio, I got it recorded, and then I had already known Doobie for quite some time, you know. But, you know, I was like modeling at that time. So when I fell into the rap thing, I was like, okay, you know what? I want him to hear me because, you know, I don't know. I just want to get some feedback. So when I wrote Love Karoli Naa, I went and I recorded it. So I sent it to him. You know, I didn't know. I was just having fun. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just having fun. Right. So I sent him Love Karoli Naa, and then he responded and he was like, wow, you know, you got something, you know, we could do something. So that's pretty much how it started. Like, I just started writing, and apparently my first song was like a hit. I don't know. For me, it was just writing and I was just having fun, but I'm very grateful that it turned out to be good. So that's pretty much how it started. Like, I started making finishing products right away. They were all on point. Right. And, you know, having a great manager such as Rude Doobie, he's been, you know, there ever since. And he's been making sure that, you know, I put in that work. So it's always been on point ever since, pretty much.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I have to agree. I think we all start off doing it for fun. I mean, I know I did. So, yeah. You know, you just kind of get into that, and I went from MCing to DJing to now doing internet television, and it's just, you know, I'm still hip hop though. I've been hip hop since '86, so I'm gonna date myself here now. So, yeah, I'm an older cat, but hey, definitely like the product that you're putting out, and so that's why I was just trying to get to seeing where you were at with that, so that, you know, let the audience see where you're going with your career, where you're taking it, and that's where my next question comes in: is where do you plan on taking your career? Are you want to keep continue? Do you want to take it on tour? Do you want to, you know, you're trying to blow with it?
Yeah, definitely. The main reason why I got into this is mainly because I love music. It's a passion of mine. But of course, you know, I know there's a lot to it, and I can definitely benefit. So I definitely want to go more mainstream with it. And, you know, I'm getting there. I do have a couple of things that I'm working on. So definitely to my fans to look out, because very soon, you know, I'll be there. It's going to be major. So I'm just working on a few things, but very soon I really hope for it to be where, you know, I've been working for it to be. So yeah, it's definitely mainstream. I'm looking towards that, that path.
Cool,
basically.
cool. So, what we're going to do right now, we're just going to get into this first video called About That Life.
Yeah, we're going to let them see what we've been over here talking about right now. So you get a little bit of taste of what Karoli Naa is all about out there.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
My feet had the proper attire, the look that I desire. He made me feel at ease, baby was properly wired. Champion, $7 grand on his wrist. Didn't try hard, had me properly convinced. He got the magic potion, smelling like Armani. He had them deep waves, and my love is so cop him. I held him so tight, try my hardest not to drop him. I see a bird approach, try my hardest not to clap him. Me and Shawty, yes, we got it all. When you need me, you just gotta call. I'll be there in a hurry. It's a love story. He's always thinking of me. Yeah. We own the nightlife. We're so nice. We're shining like the moonlight. We are about the light. Everything is right. Yes, we stars. We're shining bright. On a holiday in London with my lion. We about the light, only jets that we be flying. Yes, we got game, something like Deadly Alliance. Get close to him and I'ma fight you like a titan. On my left cheek, his name, yes, I tatted. He got a load of currency, so much you couldn't pack it. Money, yeah, he got that loot. He'll be on the court, he ain't even got to shoot. Oops. All broke niggas envy, only wishing that they don't want to be my Bambi. No luck, my nigga harder than Miami, and every freaking day he do it all just to remind me. Me and Shawty, yes, we got it all. When you need me, you just gotta call. I'll be there in a hurry. It's a love story.
Karolina sings too, you know. Hey. You know, just a tad little bit of singing, you know. It's gonna come, you know. It's in me, but I gotta bring it out. You know?
It's a love story, he's always thinking of me, yeah. We own the nightlife, was so nice, we're shining like the moonlight. We are about the light, everything is right. Yes, we stars, we're shining bright.
Asked a little bit better, but yeah. Anyway,
welcome back.
Welcome back. And there you see, you got a little bit of taste of it right there. And that's what we were getting at. Actually, while we were over here on the side while y'all were watching that, we were talking about it because we were asking about the line of the questioning, the questionings that were going there. And it sounded like we're going the same way with it. We're trying to get to where, because we bring a lot of artists onto the show, a lot of up-and-coming artists, a lot of legends and stuff that start off on doing their thing out there. And what we wanted to know was like how she had started off, how quickly she went from doing it as like, you know, as she said, for fun. No, it does sound like the same question.
It sounds like the same
question.
question.
Let's not get back into the same question.
Anyways,
check this. This is what I want to know.
We ain't gonna argue about
this. This is what I want to
shit.
know.
Right.
So you're 2 years in the game, doing very well, very talented.
Yeah.
If you could get a dream collaboration with any artist, who would that be right now?
I've always wanted to work with Drake. To be quite honest, I like what he does.
Right.
Not only because he's Canadian, you know, but mainly because I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would say I would definitely love to work with Drake.
That's
definitely.
dope. My personally, my favorite Canadian artist is The Weeknd. You rocking with The Weeknd?
Oh, Weeknd, yes. I love The Weeknd too. I love him too. Actually, I like him a lot as well. I would love to work with him too as well. Definitely.
When it comes to Drake, is it more of his singing side or is it his rapping skills that you?
I like both. Okay. I would say for me, he's really good at what he does, and you know, I definitely hope to be as good. You know. To be at that kind of, to have that versatility. I know I sing a little bit and rap or whatever, but I'm still, you know, working very hard on my artistry and stuff, and I admire him a lot. So I like what he does. Everything he does in total, he got everything going on. So yeah.
Word. You definitely working hard, like I said, because you're putting out a good product, and people just don't normally get together and just, you know, put out something like that quick. So that's what I'm saying. That's where we're getting at as far as before. Yeah. So Drake, if you're paying attention, you're watching and stuff, and look at the girl doing her thing right here. So go ahead and get behind that. She's grinding. She's out there grinding. That's why she's on the show right now, OnDaGrindTV.
Yeah,
she's on the come up.
Stop bullshit.
You know?
So I also want to know, who are your inspirations?
Oh, my inspirations, I got so many. Most importantly, Tupac is my number one, my man, my soulmate, everything. I would say he's the main one that inspired me to want to do this. I've been listening to him since I was a little girl. I also like Bob Marley. I love Bob Marley. Yeah. I love Sizzla Kalonji. I love Linkin Park, Enya. Like, I love a bit of everything, but those are like the major people that influence me to, you know, get into music and to love music so much. Those they are my you know, my favorite ones of all times. Yes.
Where are you taking that inspiration now? What's your next step? What are you looking at doing now?
Right now I'm just kind of taking it easy. I just want to basically, like, I'm doing more work. I'm also researching, I'm learning.
Are you out there doing
shows?
Still
teaching myself, so, you know, I'm doing a lot of that. I'm
working
on a lot of my
performances?
projects that will be coming out, so I'm focused on that a lot right now.
Okay. Are you doing any live performances? Are you out there touring right now?
Do I have any?
Yeah. Do you go out there and do shows? Do you perform?
Oh, do I have any shows?
Yeah.
Oh, right now, not at this very moment, but I do. I have missed a few shows
Okay.
I apologize for that, but I am booking for the near future.
Okay.
And that is taken care of by, my manager, Zubi. So, yeah, we have a few things. I'm not too sure about the exact date, but we'll definitely keep you guys posted as soon as we get the confirmation. But I would definitely love to tour in the States and anywhere.
Yeah, no
I'm
doubt,
ready
no
to
doubt.
work anytime, so.
Is there a project that people can check out to get a deeper understanding of who you are as an artist?
Yes, definitely. I would really love for people to check out my YouTube channel. I do have my interview there, which, I kind of talk about myself and share my, my personal experiences and stuff like that on my YouTube channel. And I also have a website, KaroliNaa.net. So definitely if you go on YouTube and you follow my channel, I have a lot of things there that will definitely help you to understand who I am.
That's right. Yeah, I've got your links before. I mean, your manager's pushing it out there. I know you're on SoundCloud. I know you're on all kinds of different platforms. So you're definitely out there. They can Google you for sure and find you. I know that. The way you spell your name is actually pretty unique. So it's easy to look up. And the way you spell it, Karoi. I'm sorry, OLI and then NAA, right?
Yes, yes.
There you
yes,
go.
It's a mixture of my name and my African name. So
is that right?
It's
Okay.
a bit of both.
That's where that came from. Okay. Am I pronouncing it right? Because I heard it when we were on the phone with you the other day and stuff. We were talking. Your manager had you up on the phone. He pronounced Karoli Naa. Am I pronouncing that correct?
Yes, it's Karoli Naa. Yes,
right.
it's just written differently because there's Karoli Naa. It's a name that's so common.
Right.
So I had to try and kind of make it a little bit different.
We're used to that. This is hip hop. We're used to that. We all spell our names a little bit differently and stuff. So I'm Ism. I don't spell ISM. I spell phonetically. So everybody's got a little bit of spin up on their names. Definitely appreciate you having you on the show. We want to get into the video, but I want you to go ahead and let everybody know where do you want people to connect with you after they tune out from here? If they want to connect with you, where do they need to go?
Definitely on Twitter. You can follow me, The Real Karoli Naa, on Twitter, and also like my fan page on Facebook. I always put out new stuff. And yeah, that's about it. YouTube, but most definitely Twitter and Facebook. I'm there. You can find me. Check out your girl. Support.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. That's what the show's all about, is introduce people to new artists that they might be able to like and get up on, talk to the legends and so forth. Definitely appreciate you having you on the show. Want to shout out again to your manager. Appreciate you, Rude. Get at me on that. We're working on developing a new radio show, and we might have to bring you back for that as well. So appreciate you again having you up on the show. Let's get up into this last video. This is the Dolly Addiction. That's right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Much love to you, girl.
Thank you.
Chocolate addiction, explicit world. I know you want that. I got that. Yeah. Niggas stalking my ass, damn. All them fake bitches are trash, damn.
Hi. I am looking for Molly. I've been searching everywhere and I can't seem to find
Dolly addiction. Dolly addiction. Introduction, Miss Addiction. I got that juice, yo. Niggas all on my pussy, so just they think it's Molly. I'll spoil you with my treats, yeah, I'll give you my baddest tricks. Pounding and pounding on your dick is all this ass. You love this grounded beef, but my focus is your cash. Give me all your cash, nigga. Give me all your cash, nigga. Throw me all your stacks, pussy poppin' while I pack. Then I'll take a trip to JA, smoking on that reefer. Yeah, I went to Ghana. That kush was Marley Rita. Damn right, you'll get an addiction. This shorty shit ain't fiction. I'll give you a head concussion. Your love is so much, you'll give me a detention. I'll give you a head concussion. Your love is so much, you'll give me a detention.
and I can't seem to find
Dolly addiction. You want that? Dolly addiction. You need that? Dolly addiction. Gotta have that. Dolly addiction. addiction. I beat bitches jacking my swagger. I'll kill them like Jagger. They worth about $250 million, I'm worth $1 billion. Niggas haunting my booty, forbidden fruit, I'm juicy. Bitches step up your pace or else I come in your niggas' face. I need something to smoke, that AK-47. Fuck me like 9/11, now I make my way to heaven. I'm hocus pocus like that Molly. Bad bitch, you call me Dolly. Mix well with your alcohol, I get so fuck you be singing jollies. I get so fuck you be singing jollies. Man, you so fuck you be singing jollies, huh?
Dolly, 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 addiction.
You want that?
Dolly, 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 addiction.
You need that?
Dolly, 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 addiction.
Gotta have that?
Dolly, 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 addiction.
I be that.
Karoli Naa, Miss Addiction, explicit world. I got that juice.
Yo, there it is. Yeah. There it is. Much love to our two guests today, Elder Sensei, Karoli Naa. We love y'all. Tune in next week when we come back again with El Gant. And then we have we'll have a live performance with Sean Hill.
Yeah.
Got Johnny Bone in the house. Check out King Dice, thejuicebox.com, Royal Gambling Club. Peace out.
And it's One Nation Under Hip Hop. I gotta go because my Women Crush Wednesday is in the building. Bye.
Lights, camera, action. On the grind TV, on the grind, on the grind TV, on the grind, on the grind TV, on the grind, on the grind TV. Lights, camera, action. On the grind TV, on the grind, on the grind TV. On the grind TV, on the grind TV.
On the grind TV.
Lights, camera, action. On the grind TV.
On the grind TV.
On the grind TV.